Hey guys, what's up? 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 Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and follow. Today is the Wednesday, which is the 13th of July 2022. We are live. We are live. Yes, the Taga earliness. We started early, 8 o'clock. And it's another time now. It's 14 past 6. Yeah, 14 past 6. We are live. And welcome to our daily news special. Yes, each and every Wednesday, starting this Wednesday, trying to occupy, road to 2023 general elections, and I will be talking more about elections that go next year. At the same time, we'll be talking about nyaya, nyaya dzikutenderera pa social media, nyaya dziri kuitika, national news zviri kuitika, chiri kuitika, and what we do always Monday and Friday. But now we are back now with our daily news special Wednesday editions. And so welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Yes, another edition of a daily news special. And and again, nyaya yelo shedding doing nyaya yekuita kuti tisakwanisa kukupai nawo and like magariro atinokuita because load shedding iri kuraya zvinhu handiti. But anyway, ngatitange. Remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and follow. Today, which was the 13th of July 2022, um Godfrey Tsenangamo, yes, who is the yes, a political party called Fizz did a press conference today. Ashtaura the current situation in Zimbabwe in terms of the economic hardship. I didn't have time to listen to that press conference. It was almost like an hour or so. If I have more time, I would try by all means give you guys that press conference which did happen today by Fizz president, who is Godfrey Tsenangamu, as he talked about Nyame elections 2023. Remember, the man was also part of ZANU-PF before last year. The last time the power akazodzingwa because of nyaya yekuda kuexpose corruption yaiti ichikonzereswa kuda kwasheta gwire. And he is a person who have knowledge about ZANU-PF because he's a former ZANU-PF member, so he knows what ZANU-PF is. And someone zero anazvita pa this press conference today. We were talking about this faction between Mnangagwa and Wachiwenga. This is not something which is new. We have talked about it here before. Other people have denied it. Some people have saying with no kunyepa, but some people are still insisting that there's faction between Chiwenga and Nangagwa, and some people are even saying, even him, he actually said that this year I paid Wachiwenga anowanza kuita Mnangagwa saying zvakaitwa muna 2017 zviya panyaya yeku, and we all know what happened. And still talking about nyaya Chris Mutsvangwa, yes, Chris Mutsvangwa, the man is outspoken as ZANU-PF spokesperson. On Friday last week, he did a press conference, and vachitaura nezve war veterans. He's also the chairperson. I do apologize about my internet. I do apologize about my internet. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, what Chris Mutsvangwa did talk about army, saying that army is part of ZANU-PF. Nyaya zvakare yataurwa navatsenangamu vakati zvesure, the army, the Zimbabwe National Army, Zimbabwe Defense Force are part of ZANU-PF branch. So which means kuti tinokwanisa kuona futi another coup because of zviri kuitika, and people thought kuti AD pachatoo president in Zimbabwe muna 2017 2018 zvinhu zvange zvichinja, and ndomatarisiro anga takaita tese, whether it was ZANU-PF or not, munhu wese anga akatoti what ED president weZimbabwe vamugabe vaenda, aiwa Zimbabwe yakunaka, Zimbabwe inenge iri huchi nemukaka. And so many people having hope yakanga iripo muna 2017 pakaitika that coup. That's why makaona vanhu vakabuda samabudiro vakaita at that time is because everybody was happy because of vamugabe vanga vagara pachigaro kwemakore akati wandei vanga vabviswa, and vanga vabviswa because of that coup yakaitwa yanga yakarongwa here. But again, dai kuya yakatadza kubudirira, dai yakatadza kubudirira, dai pakaitika zvakaitika, musoro wongo uri on the talking block was musoro wageneral handitika wachiwenga ndo wanga vari on the talking block. Dai kuya yainzi zoni yakatadza kunyatsobudirira mushe wachiwenga tikadai totaura imwe nyaya kudai so handika. So it was a well planned coup yakaitika, so he was also talking about Chiwenga being the mastermind, being the guy who called the shots in this current government, because ndiye munhu akasara kamira, because Mnangagwa wanga wabuda kudhara wanga waenda kuSouth Africa, saka Chiwenga ndo wanga vari on the ground, ndo coordinate everything navasibusiso moyo, may he so rest in peace. I mean, so you were just talking about Nyayama factions and ZANU-PF, but again, how do we benefit? How do the opposition political parties benefit? Kana iyo factionism yacho iri kunzi irimo ZANU-PF, and because remember kuti taapo kuma elections next year na 2023, ZANU-PF will try by all means. It is trying by all means to pull every stop of the way kuti vakwanisa kuwina ma-elections. So does the opposition political parties benefit something from the factions in ZANU-PF? I think takambosvara panapa before, and you guys are free to comment in the comment section here kuti zvikunzi kune factionalism, and hazvonzi kune factionalism irimo. Of course ED has refused it. Vachiwenga vakaramba vakati aiwa inini I'm behind ED, and but still talking about that also today, President ED has had a Politburo meeting which they had today is ZANU-PF headquarters, and he also talked about nyaya yekuti hapana opposition political party inokwanisa kuti bvisa pachigaro next year muna 2023 elections, which means kuti ZANU-PF is the only political party that will rule, and hakuna any opposition political party inokwanisa kubvisa ZANU-PF next year pama-elections. So which means that they are confident. It shows that ZANU-PF is very confident about my elections ariko next year, and regardless of what people might say on social media, of what you may think, and they have actually what the president said that he said that today he said no opposition in whatever form can ever stop colossal revolutionary ZANU-PF party, and it was at the 363 Politburo session, and which was held today, which is Wednesday, the 13th of July 2022. He also said that we are the only party with a revolutionary history, a plan for the present, and a clear vision for the prosperous future of our great motherland Zimbabwe. And do mataura azvitwa nhasi napresident vaMnangagwa at the ZANU-PF Politburo yaitwa nhasi kuti hakuna imwe political party inokwanisa kuti bvisa pachigaro, hakuna imwe political party at the moment in a vision like ZANU-PF. And so someone here is saying kuti you have wasted both the past and the future. It's time to retire now. You can't talk about the future when you are 80 years. Let the young decide their future. And yes, I do agree 100%. I do agree 100% because I still remember Mugabe muna 2010. Yes, muna 2010 Mugabe vachitaura vision 2020 and Mugabe vaitaura vision 2020 muna 2010 and zvinhu zvinongonetsa kutadza kunzwa kuti okay munhu ari makore 85 at that time he is talking about vision 2020 apa tiri muna 2010 anenge achiripo here muna 2020 pacho. I mean, he so rest in peace. So which means kuti plan ma plans airongwa naVaMugabe vaironga maplan vachiziva kuti ivo by 2020 vanenge vasisiko. This is what these guys are doing. They are planning for the future. They're planning about 2030. They're planning about 2040, vision 2050. But makore avo aenda, makore avo afamba. And so ndozvikuti munhu akuita zvoni, you have wasted both the past and the future. It's time to retire now. It's time to retire now. You can't talk about the future when you are 80 years. Let the young decide their future. We need young people to lead. We need young people to talk about the future. We need someone else like 30, 40 years. That person can talk about 20 years to come, 40 years to come. But again, atizive kuti Mwari vanenge vakatirongerei kumberi uko. But zvisinei, it seems like we are where tiri panzvimbo yatiri yange tiri 10 years ago, tiri panzvimbo yange tiri muna 2010, whereby these guys, they keep on talking about the future, but at the end of the day vanenge vasisiko. Who be held responsible kana kana vasisipo? VaMugabe in 2010 vakataura vision 2020, but havasisiko vaMugabe, hurumende yavo haisisiko. Some of them are still there, but most of them are no longer in government. So my vision avaitaura aya akazobudirira here. That's other thing. And so someone is saying that this guy must walk around alone, showing love to the family of Zimbabwe without his security, and see the true love from the mob around. And mwari kuti plan chayo hamuna mukuru, chokwadi chaicho chisina kana nhema. 2017 taiti kuda pamwe, takazona hapana, hamuna plan mukuru, hapana. And so muna 2017 takabuda tine hope. I think ndamboswara before kuti munhu wese anga hope, munhu wese anga hope about the future of Zimbabwe, munhu wese anga netarisiro kuti okay, now vaMugabe havasisiko, now we can start afresh, now we can move forward. This person akupinda pachigaro vaMnangagwa with his second republic, vanhu vekutoti we're gonna look forward for another 5 years whereby we're gonna have our own currency, we're gonna have this and that, corruption is gonna be over. We're talking about we're talking about the new leaf, turning the new leaf, and we're expected to see employment. My youth, because I will tell you that at the moment most of us tanema 30 something years asata mbata na pay slip, because what pay slip I gotta say, most of us don't even know what a pay slip looks like. In tanema 30 years, in 5 years time, most of us take 40 years. We're talking about retirement. How can I talk about retirement? This is affecting the future. It's affecting the next generation, the generation after us. Because yedu generation yacho isusu sema youth yakatopera kudhara. Because 35 years, 36 years, ausatoamboshanda pacompany pekuti you can get a salary, you can get a pension, or you can get medical aid or whatsoever upon 35 years. So, and these guys are talking about the future. They're talking about ZANU-PF is the only future. I'm not saying that I support Triple C or any other political party, but I'm just talking about the current regime in Ripo. I'm talking about Zuripo at the moment, the current system in Ripo, and these guys, they will be coming to us soon, and they'll be telling us that they need another 5 years to rule the country. But since 2017 up to now, and chicha wati vaita chinotaridza kuti these guys are creating employment, these guys are doing something better than the last guys vanga varipo. That's the biggest question that most of us are asking ourselves. Kuti chi chatingati, okay, I'm going to vote for ED, I'm going to vote for ZANU-PF. Chi chawangati taure chinyuani, apart from what the other government used to tell us during my election time. And so someone saying we had hope, we had hope for you. I mean, many people had hope that this regime Mnangagwa is going to change things. Most people had hope. That's why takaona wakabuda mna 2017 after the coup. The reason why was because we were celebrating the fall of Mugabe aenda. Now let's talk about the new beginning. Now let's talk about this government in Ripo. And the hope is fading because we've already have 5 years already with this current government, but hapana chikutochinja, chikutodzokera. So guys, I'm sorry about my internet. My internet is bad, and this guy is saying that this guy had the opportunity to change everything, but he's meant. And so guys, I'm sorry about my internet, and the internet is bad on this side. It's very, very bad, so charamba chichungo ita kuti zviite, and I do apologize if my internet is not looking good here on this side, but because of load shedding, and because of load shedding, that's why tatanga a bit early today, And yeah, so guys, if you're just watching, we are listening to the daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is today we're talking about we're discussing about road to 2023 general elections. We're focusing more today on the political parties which are taking part from elections that go next year. Besides that, we're talking more about politicians themselves, talking about the vision, and we're talking about my manifesto that these political parties will be dishing out as they prepare for to campaign. And today I'm mainly talking about the ruling parties and the PF, which which I know that here we have so many supporters who support the party. And so I mean, today Wamnangagwa, had a Politburo session, a 363 Politburo session at ZANU-PF headquarters, and he was saying that we are the only party with a revolutionary history, a plan for the present, and a clear vision for the prosperous future of our great motherland, Zimbabwe. He said that ZANU-PF is the only party with a revolutionary history, a plan for the present, and a clear vision for the prosperous future of our great motherland, Zimbabwe. Saying that ZANU-PF is the only political party at the moment in a vision about the future and a plan, a plan for the present and a clear vision for the future. Do you agree with what Mnangagwa is saying here? And so this is a daily news special on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Not many people do agree with the men have written, have said today it doesn't pay 363 Politburo Politburo meeting, and also Wamchangwa is also saying that army is also part of ZANU-PF, and the army is part of ZANU-PF, with which many people don't really agree with him. And some people are also saying that as the army, the security forces are going to be used to intimidate people as we prepare for my elections that go next year, 2023. So we've seen it this before during Mugabe time, whereby kumamishogo azhinji vaita zvokumanikidzwa kufoswa nemapurisa, dzongwa nemasoja aya, dzongwa nemasiyaiwo chaiwo, and on the ground vachinzwa endai munovhotera pakati kana kuti hande kumusangano kwakati. Saka mutonemeka kutoti we're gonna see it again this year and next year as we prepare for my elections article 2023. So ZANU-PF will be trying by all means to pull everything and to use every resources on their disposal so that they can win my elections article next year, 2023. And no one will stop ZANU-PF. No one will stop ZANU-PF to win my elections article next year. And so there's a lot of work that the opposition political parties needs to do. And Patari at the moment. And so what do you think the political parties needs to do? What ideas would you give to a new political party, which is to someone else who wants to contest for my elections? Because now chakita kuona my new political parties angonyuka from nowhere, and these guys will be talking about changing Zimbabwe, talking about we want to bring a new Zimbabwe, and with other old political parties who are also preparing for my elections that go next year, 2023. So atina triple C chete, atina MDC alliance chete, tina political parties akati one day, and who are getting ready for my elections article next year, 2023. What advice would you give to those leaders and regarding to winning my elections article? And so this is a daily news special on the Prince Miller Entertainment TV. So guys, katitore in the comment section. You can comment. You can comment and yes, comment comment. Where are you watching us from? Where are you listening us? Where are you watching us from? You can comment Training in the comment section. I'm waiting for your comments. You can comment in the comment section. You can comment. Still talking about naye kuvota umana. If you haven't registered to vote, you need to go out there and register to vote umana. Azvinewo tiri South Africa, uri Botswana, uri Zambia, kana kana nguva, please go and register to vote, because makasadaro kwamana hapana kwatiri kutomboenda. If you don't register to vote, we are going nowhere. You need to go out there and register to vote. Kana usina ID, you can go and get your ID, and it's as simple as that. Go and get your ID, go and get your birth certificate, get your ID, and go and register to vote. And go and get yourself ID, and go and get yourself ID and go and register. It says Zimbabwe's total eligible voters should hover around 3 million, meaning that nearly 3 million. Traffic report produced by ERC this week revealed that opposition strongholds such as Harare and Bulawayo have the least number of potential voters registered to vote for 2023 elections compared to rural constituencies. According to Zimbabwe Electoral Commission (ZEC), only 5.8 million people are on the 2023 voters roll, a 2% increase from 2018 figure of 5.6 million registered voters. ZEC has promised to introduce more voter registration blitz. Infographics by ERC showing the number of eligible voters against the population in each of the country's 10 provinces have relieved that around 8.7 million people are eligible to vote. The province which has the highest number of eligible registered voters is Mashonaland East with 72%, which is 641,701 registered voters out of population of eligible voters of 895,190. Manicaland, Mashonaland Central, Midlands follows at 70%. Bulawayo is the lowest number of eligible voters who registered to vote at 58%, which is 270,940 out of an eligible voter population of 469,760. While Harare is at 65%, 952,520 registered voters out of a population of eligible voters of 1,541,192. Matebele South is 60% eligible registered voters. Matebele North 69%, Mashonaland 66%, Mashonaland West 67%. ERC Programs Manager Solomon Bobo Sibunu said the methodology used was to look at the number of registration released by ZEC last week. And so guys, 3 million people are not yet registered to vote, and 3 million people and vakawanda vakaregister kuvhota vari kumamisha. So please don't go on social media musore results makutaura tanzania hey wabiridzira hey ZEC yabirira hey kumamisha uko wabirira hey kumamisha kwa manamba awedzerewa whatsoever. No guys, it's because vanhu kumamisha vari kuregister kuvhota. And so Harare and Bulawayo ine vanhu vakawanda, and we all know that we have so many people in our urban areas and in Bulawayo, in Harare, and most people are not interested in terms of voting. And saka motoemeka kuti hapana zatinenge chishita. And yes, so don't complain kana results akubuda next year na same time next year. And yes, chinenge chakatochaya next year. So don't complain and say yeah abirira yeah ariga my elections. No, when I was now riga my elections is because I want to register to vote. And so if you don't register to vote, someone else is gonna do it for you. And result nobude papo inenge sina bonaka because yo result inenge expecta yo aizi nobuda musonorenga results. So people need to understand that things will never change if we don't go and register to vote. Go and get yourself an ID, go and register to vote. Simple as that, because 3 million people are not yet registered to vote. 3 million Zimbabweans who are eligible voters have not yet registered to vote. So guys, mrukufunge nazvo, ngatitaure in the comment section. And is the number is alarming. And because I thought maybe kuti this year zvinenge zviri nani, and because we all witnessed what happened in Zambia, whereby munhu wese akabuda kuZambia, and Zambia ichilema akainde ichilema akawina ma-elections in Zambia. Reason why is because vanhu vakabuda vakawanda vakanovhota, and saka you can expect a miracle next year muna 2023. You can expect a miracle kana wewe usita kuregister kuvhota kana tisina kuregister kuvhota, amena, and yes, there's no miracle inokwanisa kuitika, and so pakaipo there's a lot of work that opposition political parties needs to do, not just Triple C only, not just MDC Alliance, but all those 100 and something opposition political parties. Mune basa hombe zvikuru ramunaro, basa ramunaro. The first thing of the business is to recruit as many people as possible in those urban areas. Imomo Harare macho, imomo Harare yacho inonzi iyo ndiyo stronghold yema opposition political parties. Harare yacho ine vanhu vazhinji vasina kuregister kuvhota. And remember, next year it's going to be very tricky in a way that ZANU-PF is going to take a big chunk. ZANU-PF is going to take a big chunk in the urban areas. Imomo Harare imomo ZANU-PF vachatotora a piece. I'm telling you, vachatotora a piece muHarare imomo. And someone like what we saw on in the by-elections, it's going to be embarrassing to see ZANU-PF ichitora 2 or 3 constituencies in a large population, in Harare. Reason why is because they are using a trick yakashata there to trick zvakare vanenge vakushandisa zvakare next year, and so there's a lot of work that opposition political parties needs to do in the urban areas, especially in Harare and Bulawayo. Kubulawayo, yagara nzvimbo yokuti most people have already give up regarding to Zimbabwe. Most people vantu vakapedza chikoro obva vana South Africa, and they don't even bother to vote because vanoona kuti Zimbabwe ndiye mashona, and that's the that's the reality when it comes to nyaya yekuvhota in Matabeleland region there. Vazhinji vacho they no longer they no longer bother to vote, and but hatitarisire kuti zvive zvakadaro, and because Zimbabwe doesn't belong to mashona people only. Zimbabwe belongs to everybody. So munhu wese, please, let's work together. Let's urge each other to go out there and register to vote, and let's go out there and register to vote. Otherwise, pakaipa. And so Gaditaur in the comment section, guys. This is a daily news special. Yes, every Wednesday we're gonna be talking more about my elections, and we're gonna talk about my elections. And we and things don't change. Things won't change if you don't vote. And so yesterday I saw a press conference yakaitwa Triple C, Citizens Coalition for Change. So before I talk about the press conference, I didn't hear the whole press conference at Senangamu. So I'm gonna do a video, separate video on that press conference at Senangamu, who is the leader of fees, because I thought some of the facts and I thought my facts on that press conference. But anyway, we're gonna do a separate video on that. And so yesterday I saw opposition Citizens Coalition for Change Triple C. They had a press conference also yesterday, and so opposition Citizens Coalition for Change Triple C says it has started engaging regional leaders to facilitate smooth dialogue with the ruling ZANU-PF party to peacefully address the political and economic crisis bedeviling the country. In Harare yesterday, Triple C acting spokesperson Gift Ziba said they were worried. Politically motivated charges when the is a few months to the 2023 polls. Triple C legislators Job Scala, Zegeza West, and Godfrey Sitole, Chitungwiza North, have been in remand prison since June 14, facing charges of inciting public violence last month following the gruesome murder of fellow party member Mo Blessing Ali in Nyatsime. 11 other Triple C members from Nyatsime are also in detention on similar charges. This country is not owned by ZANU-PF in Mnangagwa. Must know that Siziba said, the demand of dialogue is what we are pushing for, and the envelope of conversation. We're pushing the envelope of peace and stability because if there is no conversation of what must happen, it has a bearing on the future stability of this country. It's not about them being politically interested. It's about the people of Zimbabwe. This is what the people of Zimbabwe want. People of Zimbabwe want a genuine and authentic leadership that must take this country forward. We believe that for the purpose of stability in this country, there must be conversation. That is why we are obviously engaging with our partners in this region and of course other progressive Africans so that they can help us with this particular process. And soon after the 2018 elections, Mnangagwa attempted to thaw the ice relationship between the ruling ZANU-PF party and opposition political parties, setting up the political actors dialogue pollard made up of fringe political party leaders that lost the 2018 elections. It meets to discuss various issues affecting the country, but the grouping has been dismissed by many as a collection of Mnangagwa's bootlickers. Ziziba said there was an urgent need for authorities to implement the necessary reforms, which include the independence of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission (ZEC) to guarantee credible elections. The surging of migration of people across Limpopo is not just a foreign policy issue to the South African government, but of course it's a domestic issue so that our people are not reduced to second-class citizens across different parts of the world. We must resolve our issues as Zimbabweans, and any genuine who is patriotic must understand that we have a conversation about the elections in this country so that we do not have a disputed election. If we have a disputed election, Zimbabwe will continue with this vicious cycle because it has a bearing on the stability of the economy and social services. ZANU-PF party spokesperson Christopher Changwa referred all questions to Mnangagwa spokesperson Joe Charamba. ZANU-PF is always ready for dialogue, but there is Poland. For further inquiries, the president spokesperson Joe Charamba is better placed to deal with that. Mchangwa said, efforts to get comment from Charamba were fruitless yesterday. Meanwhile, the tribune also said the recent appointment of ZANU-PF Vice President Kimbo Mwari's daughter, Millicent, as a ZEC commissioner, compromised the electoral body's legitimacy. The appointment of Mwari's daughter is a bearing on the integrity of ZEC. Mwari is a contender in the 2023 elections as the ZANU-PF Vice President because one can't be a judge in an issue where they are interested. We are going to use Parliament to make sure that we find redress to this appointment to save whatever is left of ZEC's credibility. The said commissioner must resign. We will invoke Section 59 of the Constitution to express our displeasure through petitions and demonstrations against the commissioner. On Monday, government defended Mwari's appointment to ZEC with Information Secretary Dabaningi Mangwana, saying children and relatives of high-profile people have the right to employment and services to their country as everyone else. That's why it is called opportunities. So the guys, this is what happened yesterday. Yes, at Triple C had a press conference yesterday, which I saw Siziba addressing. As all know, that's Fadzama Ere in our side at the moment, and at our side because of that of those allegations. And so still talking about Fadzama Ere, I heard that she's now suing Edmund Kuzai of those allegations, and it hands Fadzama Ere akaputsa imba yemunhu here, and those are personal issues. Personal issues So at the moment, she is sidelined on Triple C until those are solved. I don't know how, but inyaya ichiri kupisa. So yesterday, Osalos Asibiza was the one. Osalos Siziba, my apologies. He was the one who was on the press conference yesterday addressing some of the issues here, and he talked about Nyaye dialogue, which I think it won't happen. Since 2018, dialogue chamisa achiti zvoni. I want one-to-one dialogue with Mnangagwa. I don't want to be part of this Poland thing. And Mnangagwa akati aiwa nini, I'm ready to talk to Chamisa, but not through one-to-one. Yes, he needs to come to Poland because Poland ndio yakagadzira ine ma-opposition political parties ese, and Chamisa vaida at that time one-to-one between Mnangagwa and him, but Mnangagwa vaiti aiwa inini I can't, there's nothing special about, Triple C or MDC alliance at that time. And yes, we are ku Poland tuonerane pamwe chete. So dialogue it won't happen. It won't happen. I don't see dialogue happening between Chamisa and Mnangagwa. Maybe one behind the scenes, no one knows. This is politics again. Maybe one knows behind the scenes. No one knows. This is politics. Because apana mbozoti Mugabe na vachangirai aizara vaitomwa tii vese. I mean, even though vaipisana public, but behind the scenes vanhu vai vaitofonerana vaitotaura kuti aiyoyo apa vakanganisa apa saka so we really don't know if these guys they really like meet behind the scenes. But anyway, I don't see dialogue ichiitika between Triple C and ZANU-PF. And so nyaya reforms inyaya yakataura even since 2018 up to 2019, 2020, 2021, now tama 2022. Kana vakatadza kuita reforms muna 2018 muna 2019 chii chinozopusha kuti vaite reforms now muna 2022. I don't see reforms achiitwa, whether security reforms, military reforms. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening anytime soon. And tangoramba chingoenda elections pasina implementations of those recommendations akabuda from Mhlanhla Commission. Remember kuti takarasikwa nevanhu on the 1st of August and vakashaya. Yes, and also January 2019. Is it 2019? Yeah, takarasikwa nevanhu futi muna 2019 muna January. So tinonhu vakashaya due to nyaya violence yakaitika after my elections. And commission yakaitwa na president SA vakauya pai vakapa ma-recommendations avakapa regarding to what happened kuti izvozvo zvakaitika zvisazoitike futi muna 2023. Saka ma-recommendations aya hasati aimplementwa. Saka motoemeka kutoti tichiri pange tiri muna 2018. That's the other thing. And so I don't know, guys, what munozviona sei. Ngatitaure in the comment section. Do you think dialogue between between Triple C and ZANU-PF will happen regarding to nyaya dzema-elections, regarding to what is happening panyaya vaJob Gala, Godfrey Stole, and other Triple C activists vakasungwa? I mean, I have a problem with that. Panyaya vanhu vakasungwa kunyatsime. There were also ZANU-PF supporters who should have been arrested in Nyatsime of what happened. Not just Triple C, but ZANU-PF also, because violence yakatika in that area. That violence wasn't supposed to happen in the first place, because I don't see reason why kana munhu ashaya vanhu mucommunity makupisana na dzimba makurowana. That was bad. So I was expecting the police to actually arrest many people on that day, including regardless of political affiliation. Vanhu vakawanda vafanira vakasungwa kunyatsime. But anyway, Triple C supporters ndo vakasungwa, including vaJob Scala na Godfrey Stole, who are still in remand. And so do you think a dialogue will happen between Triple C and ZANU-PF? Ngatitaure section. And if it will happen, tell me why. And I think vanhu vatone chance yekuti dialogue nezANU-PF is MDC T yava Douglas Munzora. ndo vane chance yekuti adialogue ivava ndo vane makeys edialogue andika. Yes, MDC Alliance itone makeys edialogue with ZANU-PF andika. Yes, Dagi atone phone number za AD andika. Saka I don't see chamisa achitana na AD. I see Douglas Monzora having a convo with a dialogue, a full dialogue with AD, because they've already met twice already. So which means that they are close buddies, they are close friends. MDCT and ZANU-PF, they are close buddies, they are close friends. And so he also talked about as a commissioner, which we did talk about here so many times. We are waiting for opposition political parties, not just Triple C only. Tini opposition political parties Makawanda. As I said it earlier on, saying that Tini almost like 100 something political parties who are taking part in elections at the next year, like 2023. So we expect those political parties to voice against the appointment of Millicent Muhadi as I say commissioner. We can't just expect Triple C kutingomira chitika. Aiwa, based on MDC Alliance, vana ZANU-Ndonga, ZAPU, Mutwakazi Republic, don't nyaya dzokuti they need to voice. And not to we want to divide Zimbabwe into two. Aiwa. Aiwa. Ngatimomira izvozvo ngatimomira izvo kuti adivide Zimbabwe into two. And yes, ngatitaure nezvenyaya yezek commissioner uyu akaappointwayo mwana wake mumwari. I mean, ndonyaya isupposed ichitopisa right now regarding to ndonyaya yafanira kunge ichitopisa and kuma-opposition political parties vachioma musoro vachoti know what, she needs to resign. But anyway, hatitomboona kana anyone ari kumbotana nezvazvo kunze kwetriple C. And so we expect to see many political parties vachidya marasha on social media regarding to this appointment, but we don't see them anywhere. Oshauzotoana are they real opposition political parties kana kuti they're just there to distract or to divide the vote? And so some of these opposition political parties are questionable, are really, really questionable, because kana ivo vachiti zvoni they are campaigning or they are there to represent them. Ndonyaya dzacho are supposed to be involved. And yes, you may gain popularity, you may gain many voters if you engage with the people regarding to such issues, because ZEC is an independent institution, and as independent, do referee panyaya elections. These guys are supposed to be the ones who are credible, and utoti number yavanenge vaverenga to number yavanenge vaverenga iyoyo. But we never heard ZANU-PF ichicomplain against ZEC. We never heard them vachicomplain vachiti no, but vanamba vakanyarara is because vanenge vachiziva kuti ivo zvakarongeka. And so we need to talk about nyaya Abigail Muhadi. Of course mune munhu agara anoapply basa ointerview oona basa, there's nothing wrong about that. But what is wrong is kana hama dzevanhu vari high profile vakupinzwa basa like this. It doesn't make sense. Especially kuzek. And kuzek aiwa tofanira kuve tine vanhu vari neutral, vanhu vekuti ava vanenge vari independent and vasina bato rakarerekera. Even just pamangwana who the ZEC spokesperson, mwana wa mangwana ZANU-PF. So baba vari kuZANU-PF urikushanda kuzek, it doesn't make sense. So are you telling me kuti hatina here vamwe vanhu vanokwanisa kushanda kuzek ikoko? Hatina here vamwe vanhu vekutoti vanokwanisa kutoverengerawo mavotes? Hatina here vamwe vanhu vekutoti vanokwanisa kuva vari macommissioner kuzek? Are you telling me that tapa that desperate time whereby takupinzana basa according to hama reshamwari? So it seems like it's now a family company, it's a family business situation whereby mwana wangu anabasa mukande kwakati, mwana wangu anabasa, msukuru wangu anabasa mukande kwakati. We're not turning the blind eye because those are tongopo, and they know that even if they do it within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, tinge takanganwa tinge takutofocus more on other things. So I'm so disappointing. I'm so disappointed with opposition political parties at now. Besides Triple C, other opposition political parties, they need to make noise. Tina Triple C chetika, tina mapata akawanda, tina Damasarira, tine ZAPU, tine Mtwakazi Republic, tine Fees, ya Tsenangamwe, tine Brian Mutegi. Tina Brian Mutegi. I mean, he's an opposition political party leader. He's also a lead. Tina Mjara Maduku also. Mjara Maduku ndio mtemuga Mjara Maduku. He's a good lawyer. No disrespect. Mjara Maduku is a good lawyer. He's a very, very good lawyer. We need him also. He needs to talk about this. And Tinema opposition political parties akawanda, Tinema akawanda. But none of them are coming forward to talk about this. Vazhinji vakaisa musoro move. Reason why I don't know. So in 2 weeks time nyaya ya Millicent Muhadi inenge yakanganikwa andika. And according to Ostalos, he's saying that demonstration or they'll make noise in parliament. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Andika. So thank you guys for listening and watching. This is Road to 2023 general elections on the Prince Miller Entertainment TV. So every Wednesday, we're gonna be here at 6 o'clock time, and at 6 o'clock another time. I'll be talking more about my elections that go next year. It's all about elections, and it's all about elections. It's all about elections. What is happening? My preparations, my campaign, on the ground. And I'm really waiting to see many political parties coming forward on social media with their manifesto or with their campaigns or their ideas. Want to hear more because atina triple C ne ZANU-PF chete ne MDC alliance ayo tinema political parties akawanda. So I'm really, really waiting to hear more from them. And because we need more people to come forward. We need more of them to come. Because I think I'm going to vote. I can't be voting for a political party which I don't know about. And so we want to see more of them. We want to see more of them. Kana mchowaziwa matungamiri ma political party kana my independent candidate who are contesting, please tell them, reach out. And then to reach out, tombo interview apanaba, tombo my ideas how kuti akamera say. And I'm willing to engage. I'm willing to know more about them. I'm willing to to really understand kuti what's their ideology, as a political party, what is their their manifesto towards campaigns anenga akutanga manje. So I'm really looking forward to see many political parties coming forward. I don't want to ZANU-PF, Triple C, MDC Alliance state. No, want to hear more. Want to hear more of them. Want to hear more. And so everyone is there here on the Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Yes, from 6 o'clock up to 7 o'clock, we'll be here talking about those, talking about elections, talking about road to 2023 general elections on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. And so thank you once again for listening. Thank you for watching, and be blessed. And be blessed wherever you are watching us and listening us from. Remember to like, share, comment, and follow. I'll be back on Friday, 6 o'clock another time. No, Friday, 7 o'clock another time for another edition of Daily News Special. And so have a blessed week ahead. And remember, guys, to go out there and register to vote. And it's also say that most people are no longer interested in vote. And we need to urge each other to go out there and register to vote. Because no ID, just go and get yourself an ID. And 3 million people who are eligible voters, but I don't know, maybe 3 million vari South Africa, vari Mozambique, vari Botswana, kana vari USA, kana vari UK. No one knows, but I don't know what fancy. And because tinano kutoti 3 million people can change. They can change next year. They can change the country forward. Those people who are registered to vote, obviously about 3 million, they can change the outcome of next year's election. And Zimbabwe inonaga, and you are registered to vote next year. You are 3 million. Zimbabwe inonaka. But manje vakasavhota manje, we're gonna see what happened next year. We're gonna see what happened in 2018, whereby panenge pane makakatana anenge aripo. So the future is in our hands, and many people always say kuti kuvhota akubatsiri, kuvhota akuna dhiri, arikoko ngavavhote. Aiwa, and Zimbabwe ichanaka. Inonaka sei kana wewe usina kuregister kuvhota. It doesn't make sense, hanzi nyika inovakwa nevene vayo 100% true. Iwe neni ndisiri kwanya kuvaka Zimbabwe, but how can we build Zimbabwe if we don't urge to go out there and register to vote? So go and get yourself an ID. Kana usina, it's free. Go and get yourself an ID and go and register to vote. And so thank you once again for watching, for listening, for subscribing, and for being part of us here on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Let's meet on Friday, 7 o'clock Harare time, for another edition of our daily news special. Bless up.